Greetings everybody, I'm Lobo. Welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn here in the frozen wilds. But not for long. Not for long, because we are about to head down south. We were here last episode. We kind of gave the hunting grounds a shot last episode, but man, this is beyond my abilities as of right yet. So we'll return to this maybe post-game. I want to wrap up some of the actual story of the game because, yeah, it's about time. It's about time we do that. And starting off the session, this is a perfect time to get as much done as we can in one sitting, right? So, before we head down there, let me go ahead and make sure we are all prepared. Let me go ahead and talk to this guy, see what we can afford to buy. And, how are we doing on Blue Gleam? We have one. We have one Blue Gleam. We can afford, not any of the maps, afford a Bannock Gambler's box. We also afford a Bannock Tundra box. You know what? Kind of curious. See what's in it. Let's check this out. Alright. Bannock Tundra box. Ooh, nice. Goose skin, raccoon skin, rat skin. Nice. We use that to maybe increase our carry capacity. Alright. Yeah, I didn't go through my boxes last episode, so let me go ahead and do that too. We need to get prepared for what awaits us, you know? Deep beneath the earth. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna go through and just check out everything, see if we can upgrade anything, and I'll be back with you in just a few minutes. Alright, well, I am ready to go. If you guys are ready to go, we'll leave the cut and venture to Sunfall and the Zero Dawn Project facility. I'll meet you guys there. Alright, here we go again. Nothing to stop us this time. If you remember last episode, the whole reason why we ended up at the hunting grounds doing all that stuff was because when we went over here, Silence was like, this is the point of no return. If you have anything to do, you should probably do it now, which we all know is code for the game is going to end or things are going to change dramatically and you're going to be stripped of all your quests and stuff like that, or at least some of them.
That woman said to meet her at a green tent down in the camp. Might be worth a visit.
Vanasha? Talking about Vanasha, Aloy? We already did that. We already met her at her tent. We did her entire quest. At least I think we completed it, right? I remember it. Yeah, no, we're good. Aloy, keep up. Keep up. You're falling behind, man. Falling behind the times. All right. So we know where we're going this time. We even took the express route because we know where we're going. You know, we know our way there, right? Okay, point of no return. Let's go.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure, as year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobek here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated you. So by now,
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Well, I could have told you there'd be complications, Silence. I could have told you that. So to make sure there's nothing we're missing here. Since we did kind of walk through that in kind of a cutscene, I didn't get to explore it myself, you know? Just make sure, have a quick peek around, and I think we're good.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Yep. Another incident. If you guys want to read about another incident, feel free to pause the video. Okay. We got another one over here. We need support too. We do indeed. Same thing applies to this one. This is probably going to be pretty exposition heavy because like these main story points, they're like exposition dumps. So there's probably a lot of good information there if you do actually want to stop and read it. You know, I'm probably going to do the same thing myself a little bit later once I edit this video. You know, go back and just check everything out. All right, I think we're good to go into this next area. Explore the Project Zero Dawn facility.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
I like snacks. What kind of snacks y'all got in here? Y'all got any chips? Soundproofing. Most of the candidates stay quiet during the presentation, but the ones who scream and sob can be plainly heard by candidates waiting their turn in the lounge. What are they doing to people in here? Elizabeth Sobek? What you doing? Restock or else. They're getting a little crazy. For the 5th time, please restock the lounge's selection of herbal teas. Alright. This is supplies.
Should have brought a cart.
I'm leaving. Health potion. We stocked back up on those. Oh man. What are they doing to people in here? Project Zero Dawn might not be ethical.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. Here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable.
This is why people
No
are
matter
crying.
how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it. hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. 0 Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
Oh my god.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
This is crazy.
Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Man, we don't have time for y'all. Wow. I'm speechless right now. Like, wow. Like, could you imagine? Like, the world's ending. We've told everybody that we can save it. We can't. We know we can't. Wrong button.
I think there is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible. But it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right.
Oops.
I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
Want to discuss?
Oof. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, there was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malky was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of singsters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me.
Good.
Hey,
We're too
I don't
close to
suppose
the
you got real
crap
coffee in
stuff
this
now.
place.
The data points.
You know.
What did they contain?
Blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
These are like interviews with a counselor, right? So she's like interviewing the candidates for Project Zero Dawn. Candidates for what, though? That's the question.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said. Not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Right now, like, there's so many, like, audio data points. I'm just kind of scanning them so that way maybe we can listen to them later, you know? And we got these ones. We got these ones. There were more over this way, I think though. Yeah. So we'll just grab these to grab them for right now. And we're gonna proceed onward. Man. So what was Zero Dawn? What were these people doing here?
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Maybe we'll find out.
Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp, if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
So, the whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes, by a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how'd it end up in the wreckage of a feral robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
And Hephaestus, taking over Cyan. I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this is the best game I've ever played. Story-wise, this is... wow. Like... feel free to pause the video if you want to read it. Medical euthanasia. These people were given the opportunity to just call it quits, huh? So we know where Hades and Hephaestus came from. There are other subordinate functions out there too. Counselor guidelines too. So, due to their skill sets and accomplishments, they may balk at the morality of extending their lifespans. Medical euthanasia, important to receive this decision kindly and without judgment. What is going on here? So the candidates, like, they were, like, the world ended. And Project Zero Dawn was kind of selfless when you think about it. It's like, we're not going to survive this. We're not trying to survive
Intruder!
this.
Get her!
Gosh, darn it.
Don't die now.
We want the planet to live on. We want the human race to live on, even if we're not going to be a part of it, right? But then how did the human race continue to exist, to rise up again? These candidates, were they, you know, did they intend to clone them? Is that what we are? Like, we're, like, kind of our, like how Apollo is that repository of knowledge, right? Maybe they had a repository for, you know, DNA for human beings. And they could just bring, you know, bring some back and start the world anew. Like a new... I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me get my blastling out. Man. So much to unpack right now. Yeah, we're gonna blow some people up. So much to unpack. Let's shoot firebombs. My goodness. Listen here. We are on the brink of discovering ancient secrets. I don't need you guys to ruin this for me. Done playing your games, Karja. Edamon's gone. Edamon defected. You need to realize that. If you're fighting for Edamon, he joined the sun. Come on out. That's fine too. That's fine. All right. Where were we? I don't even remember. But yeah, I don't know. Let's listen to this.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be
Power's
saved
down.
because I happen to graduate in art history? Is
I've done
this
this
right?
before. Just need my focus.
Dr. Soubet? Christina Soubet?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair. Not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
Like, could you imagine, like, man.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker
Maybe
out.
there's a storage area nearby.
All right, so this is backwards. This one would work though. All right, so this is the one we got to do first then. All right, so we're west, north, west, southeast. So west, north, that one's right. Then west, south, east.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
All right, and the thing for this one should be in that door we just opened. And then we can proceed. Could you imagine being chosen for this? Like if you had family out there fighting, because everybody's fighting right now. Everybody's fighting for surviving. And you're all of a sudden told that, yeah, they're not going to live through this. Neither are you. It's all for nothing. Could you imagine that?
Found one. Looks intact.
What we got over here? Got some stuff. You grab this stuff real quick. Okay. And an easy way down. Perfect.
That should do the trick.
All right. Now this
Let's get that door open.
would be south, west, north, east, south. South, west, north, east, south. Okay. South, west, north, east, and south.
That did it. Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Man, I don't even know if I can handle it, Silence. I don't know if I can handle what lies beyond the door. You know what made me feel better, though? This made me feel a little bit better. Well, that actually would have come in handy, too.
They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Oh, really? I didn't get to keep that? Come on. That's not fair. That's not right. We're fine. We can handle this. Wow, this music's super intense though for 3 dudes. It is what it is. Need some suspenseful music, not this. Not action scene music.
Not alone.
We need some Jaws music. 'Cause I'm about to sneak up on these dudes like a shark and just take them down. Alright, well this dude's coming up on me like Jaws.
We've got company.
You know what? That's fine. That's fine. I didn't want to be sneaky anyway. Let's get loud. That's what y'all want to do. I can do that. Okay. Yeah. How loud do we want to get? Like, blasting loud? I think we want to get blasting loud. Come on. As soon as they round this corner, oops, they're going to be greeted. Okay, where even are they? Here we go. There we go. And you! It's so hard to figure out like where they are in relationship to everything else. Oh my goodness! Yep, I saw that right as I was releasing. That's
You cannot
that was painful. Probably missing a couple fingers after that one, at least.
Farewell, fool.
What do you call me? Nope, you don't call people names. Oh, we got more. Yep. Okay, you know what? I need to stop with that. The blastling is not a good idea for me in a place like this. I'm allowed to blow myself up more than I am them. We're gonna keep mobile, and we're gonna keep them mobile, I think. We're gonna give them some fun stuff to come across as they pursue me. Oh, look at that. Some of them are already having fun. They love it. Some of them are up top.
The shadow.
Alright, so we're gonna have to take these guys out since they're not gonna be pursuing me. They're just gonna be trying to fire. Can't even see them. Just kind of guessing where they are right now. And it's a good thing y'all got little circles over your heads. Otherwise, be completely missing.
That's the last of them.
Structural failure. Repeat.
Or not.
Oh, no, I was like, why is the music still going then? That's what I was thinking. Alright. Well, it's a good thing we didn't take down all our stuff. These guys might want to partake in the fun. Come on. You know where I am. Come get me. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay, Deathbringer. That dude's got a Deathbringer. We don't like that. Oh, I thought somebody dropped the Deathbringer for me. That's what I was running for. That's fine. We're good. We're good. You know what? I was gonna say, let's get the Deathbringer, but if it's just this one dude left, let's save that for a potential next wave, right? Because we can take this guy out on our own.
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Oh no, that was it. That was it. All right, let me clean up my mess here, and then we'll find the entrance to Elizabeth Sobek's office. All right, that should be it for us. So let's continue onward. See what other secrets we can unearth here. Full steam ahead. So if you guys want to read this, feel free to. This one's about Hephaestus, just so you know, in case you're interested in that. That'll teach us some more about the frozen wilds. Simulation results. I think so. Hephaestus will empower it. Hephaestus was in charge of a building. Greek god of the Forge in charge of building stuff? Yeah. That's what he did. Which makes sense, right?
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So like, you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it. If Hephaestus was part of a system designed to save life, why would it use cyan to make a cauldron? And churn out machines with no other purpose than to kill people?
Somehow it's...
I've seen these shapes before. In cauldrons.
But of course...
Ran too far.
The birthing places of Gaia's machines.
So, with regard to what they were just asking, I mean... Like, why would he create machines to kill when he was designed to create machines to save? Maybe he thinks... Maybe, I'm talking about him like his actual person. Maybe Hephaestus thinks so. That, destroying the humans is the only way to save the planet. I mean, that's like your classic thing from, like, you know, robots gone rogue movies, right? Artificial intelligence movies. Man. They should really think about that before they design any future AIs like IRL.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
Like before they make any significant, like, advances in it.
More clips.
Careful now.
Okay. Oh, we got some dudes here. We do got some dudes here. I wonder, I'm pretty well guarded where I am. Like, we could set up shop right here. Maybe do some stuff, right? Or no. Maybe we cannot. It was worth a shot though, right? Let me get this back. It was worth a shot. Can't blame me for trying. Curious. Okay. I mean, so we know what Hephaestus was. Let's think about Hades, god of the underworld, right? What was he in charge of? Hephaestus, it makes sense that he was in charge of building. What was Hades in charge of? And wasn't Athena the goddess of knowledge, not Apollo? So, wouldn't... I don't know. Like I said before, I'm not up to date. I'm a little rusty on my Greek mythology, my Olympian gods, you know? Yeah, so we'll just go with it. We'll roll with it. Encapsulated DNA. They could store it for 1,000. They could store DNA for 1,000 years. So maybe we're right on with the cloning theory.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries.
42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Okay, so that's how they were storing it. That's how they were storing it. Alright, so never mind. But man, the human race made some pretty significant advances before its extinction, right? Like, necessity is the mother of invention. It's always in us to improve our situation. But humans just need like a spurring event, like something to set us on the right path. Alright, well, I think that is probably going to be it for this episode, so we don't run long. But yeah, I can't wait to do more. I hope you guys are enjoying this, and I will see you next time.